Hello. Can we have the introduction of the people who have joined through video conferencing? The following the screen. इनका आ नहीं रहा है, इनका रिस्पॉन्स कैन बी हैव दैट? इसको आज उस पे भी कर दिया है, यूट्यूब पे भी. तो your audio is going. Okay, please introduce yourself.
Sir, good morning. Sir, this is Mahavir from Cisco. Sir, I handle the public sector for Haryana, Punjab, Himachal, J&K government, sir.
Okay. Then,
good morning. Sir, good morning. I'm Adnan, representing ET Engineering Private Limited.
Representing ATZ?
ETA Engineering Private Limited.
ATA Engineering Private Limited. Okay, yes. Right. Then?
This is Anand Ganesh again from ET Engineering.
Right. We are not able, we can't see you. Please, whomsoever is participating, we should be able to see you also. Yeah, please.
Sir, I am Adnan, representing ET Engineering Private Limited.
ATG?
ETA Engineering Private Limited.
ETA. ETA. Yes. What is the full form of ETA?
Sir, it is Electronic Technical Associates. We are doing projects for government sectors and other infrastructure projects also.
Right. Okay. Then, who else, please?
This is Kanish Agarwal, representing Agua Wireless Systems Private Limited.
What? Please repeat.
Kanish Agarwal from Agua Wireless Systems Private Limited.
From Agua Wireless. Agua Wireless. Okay. Okay. Then, who else? Who else, please?
Good morning, all. Aniket Bangar here. I am representing Barmad India. We are a manufacturer for flow control wall and electromagnetic flow meters.
Barmad?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. Then? Right. Anybody else? Okay, so Sajjal Luthra from L&T. Okay, right. Okay, so we start our discussion on the bid document. So I would like, please put up your queries so that we are able to discuss with them. And all the queries, I will, in the beginning itself, I will tell you that all the queries which we are discussing here or otherwise, we have prepared a format. In that format, it should be submitted in next 3 days' time, excluding today. So by Thursday evening, all the queries which you are going to raise on this particular bid should be available with us by Thursday evening, 5 p.m. Right? Okay, please go ahead. Yes, please. Shall we start from here? Okay.
Hi, I am Ashish. So, our first query was you have asked experience of
page. Please tell page number and the section number of the bid document when you are putting bid document. Laga.
Page number 13, 4.5 P in PQ.
Page number 13, 4.5 E.
PQ first point. Experience.
Right.
So you have asked experience for at least 10 years.
Yeah.
So I think it should be reduced to around 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
Why?
Sir, we are a startup company. We are in existence from around 4.5 years now. It may be 4 years also. And Then we have experience in implementing smart cities and command and control centers, data centers.
But
So-
what about this kind of project of CIWMS?
So that's what I have some other query of that also.
So 3 years is very less. Anyway, you can write to us.
Yeah.
But at least we need people who have sufficient experience in this particular field, because they should have implemented such kind of projects in the past, and that experience conditions we have asked for in the tender. Okay. Then next.
Page number 15. OEM criteria. Any hardware or software license required in existing data center requirement to install SCADA application must be arranged as a part of the PO. Similar page number 133.
Page number 133.
Yeah, 5.6.2. CIWMS application server system for installation and backup for up to 15,000 tag. Additionally, infra will be provided by GMBA as the project and data points.
Yeah, right. So this particular item has to be read with this. So hardware part I am going to provide you from my own resource. Remaining whatever is required you have to provide. Okay. You write, we will clarify to you on this particular point. Item D and page 133. Right.
Both this point contradicting.
Okay, right. We will clarify to you these points. Next. Page 122. Page 122 निकालिए. Yeah.
So you have mentioned water space devices, which includes pressure meter level. If these confirm the master for pipelines design, also share the transmission line model. This will help us the suppliers for better understanding of the existing pipeline.
You mean to say maximum size of the water pipeline? Maximum flow. And 1.5 meter per second.
So who should we forward these questions?
You forward here only. Whichever questions are there, I'll give you a format, and that particular format you have to fill up and give it to me by Thursday. That's what I told. So by Thursday, you can fill up all whichever page number, section number, clause number, whatever your queries are there. Please fill it up, and we'll answer to your queries. Yes.
One more question. Page 125 for GIS installation.
Yeah.
One map for geospatial para.
Yeah.
GIS install at site. Please share the existing GIS available for site understanding of the.
You can see the GIS details on one map Gurugram. It is already available online. One map Gurugram. Even you can see it on my Gurugram app of GMBA. So there you can get the complete details of this GIS. Next.
Generic query. In many places, the document has mentioned JV or consortium use alternative.
Yeah.
If consortium is allowed.
Consortium is allowed because JVs, as per the bid document, is allowed only for projects which are 100 crores and above. So only consortium is permitted, and that is what we have indicated. We have taken this bid document from our Haryana engineering portal. So that is why there are certain clauses which we have not eliminated from the document part. Okay, so consortium is allowed in this case.
So one other point, you have asked for team mobilization of the resources within 15 days. All the key personnel.
Right.
All the people are not required on field.
Right, right.
Finally, amend that clause because you are deducting 1.5% of the contract price. While not everyone will be required on the field.
Okay, you can say mobilization for the software work within the office. You can say that. See, mobilization doesn't mean that everybody is running in the field only. Mobilization for the preparation of starting of the project.
So, but a lot of work will be done here at the back end also.
Okay.
Not all resources will be required in your office.
I agree with you. You can indicate that these are the resources which are there, which will be used in the office for the purpose of this particular project, and we will agree to that.
Page 91.
Page
91.
Page 91. Page 4.2.1.
2.1.
Right.
As a smart meters are battery powered, and the main communication channel is based on radio communication between smart meter and IC gateway network IC. So, sir, smart meters are not applicable in this project.
Right. Smart meter is not applicable in this project. Only flow meters are applicable, and flow meters will be through a wired communication. We'll clarify you this particular point. 4.2.1. You are from
CIWMS systems.
ICAM. Please give your introduction so that there are people on the web also, web link also, so they can listen to you.
I am from ICAM Systems Noida. Manoj Chauhan.
This pre-bid meeting, we are doing it on web links also. People can remotely join as well as on the YouTube. So the participation is much bigger. Yes. Any questions from the audience? People who have remotely joined on the web link?
Yes.
Anyway,
Sir, page 106.
106.
Total powered IoT gateway panel that
106. Solar power IoT gateway. Okay, we'll clarify to you this particular point. In fact, the IoT gateways will not be solar powered. We'll be having only this one. They'll be only connected with the main supply.
Sir, one more thing. All instrument must be Modbus based standard protocol. It's just a general question. So, must be Modbus based standard protocol supported and must be connected to IoT gateway for function.
Where exactly it is?
So, it's
Acha, okay. Connected through Modbus. Yeah. Any issue here?
so all the instruments must be connected to Modbus. Or
They should be connected through Modbus. Huh?
So, are there any plans of further expansion in terms of that's part of change?
See, right now the scope of the project is to have this water distribution monitoring on two pipelines, which are from our water treatment plant. One is at Basai and another one is at Chandu. And to cover some 329 underground tanks, which we have specified here. Another scope is to monitor the quality of drinkable water. We get the water from Yamuna and that is converted into drinkable water, and that whatever quality of water we are supplying to a population of around 35 lakhs in whole of Gurgaon, because the drinking water supply is the responsibility of GMDA. So the entire water quality which we are producing at these plants, what is the quality of water which is supplied to the citizen, that we will be monitoring at WTP Chandu and WTP Basai, and all those parameters we will be controlling it from our command and control center. This is the second one. And the third is that whatever setup we have in terms of motors and other infrastructures which are available at WTP Basai and WTP Chandu, we want to see that those are monitored here, so that we know what is the performance of the pumps, motors, and what are their efficiency levels when they are to be replaced. Okay, how much time they have run, how much time they have not run. All these things we have defined in the bid document. So there are three scopes in this tender document: quality of water, monitoring of water pumps, and the distribution of water in the underground tanks to the citizens, so that citizens can monitor on a real-time basis what is the water which they are getting at. Well, the citizens means the owners of the underground tanks should know what is the quantity of water they have got on everyday basis, on a real-time basis, what is the level of the tanks, and etc., and have a equitable distribution of water, so that water is available up to the last tank, from the first to the last tank, it is available with the same amount of pressure. So these are the broad features of this particular tender, and on that basis only the entire technical specifications and the entire bill of quantities have been drawn. I think I have clarified you what exactly I want from this tender.
Just wanted to know that any further areas you could want to add in this policy?
See, as of now, we have only 2 water treatment plants. So 2 water treatment plants are added here. As of now, we have around 5 or 6 pipelines. Five pipelines. So on one pipeline, we did the pilot, and we have successfully executed the pilot project on one pipeline. So I am adding 2 pipelines in this. After this is successfully done, we will see and evaluate at that stage what further we have to do it. So, and these are the 2 major pipelines on which we are going to add these tanks. Maximum number of tanks we are going to add as far as this particular part of the project is concerned.
One query is this page number 120.
Page number
120. 120.
120.
As a part of this data acquisition module, one feature in the last line is, in case of LoRaWAN based acquisition, it must be accepting the data from LoRaWAN network server. So LoRaWAN is actually didn't find anywhere.
LoRaWAN, we earlier were working on this LoRaWAN concept, but finally we decided that we will have it on SIM. LoRaWAN is not, not considered as part of this particular project. LoRaWAN is not there. Yeah.
Sir, page number 151.
151.
Point 6. Supplying the installation of suitable devices for monitoring of power supply, operation of DG, pump, and other related. Power supply.
See, we like that if you are able to monitor this power supply, how many hours the power supply was there and how many hours the power supply was not there, then the DG pump set how many hours it has run and all those monitoring will be required. So this is in case of WTP Basai and I think WTP Chandu. These 2 places. WTP Basai. Well, at this particular station, we have asked for this particular item. So any technical issues in this?
No, sir. Separate different solution for energy monitoring as well as energy monitoring.
Okay, so you provide us that. It will help us. If you do it here, maybe there are so many pumps and such type of equipments are there, not only in the water area, but in other areas where we can try and see and implement those solutions. Today we do not know how much time the electricity was there and how much time the DG was run and what is the consumption of the diesel and all that. So we do know that, but we do it manually. Manually we know. Yeah. Can you help us?
Sir, page 106.
106.
This is part of IoT gateway under security feature, number 5.
Number 5, okay.
So it mentions that minimum 8 GB flash and 4 GB DRAM. So, like, so this is the IoT device, so this much of memory for this water applications based on whatever we have seen. So our suggestion is to, if this can be like 4 GB.
4. Okay, you send your suggestion, we will examine it technically whether 4 GB will be sufficient or not. We'll examine it and then revert back to you.
Sure.
Some of you have joined later on. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Manoj. I'm from Anderson House. E&H.
E&H. Mr. Karan from? Okay. You manufacture your OEMs or you are for? Flow meters and this water quality analyzers. Right. Okay. So, any questions from the people who have joined on the web link?
So page number 80. So page number 80.
Page number 80. 80?
Yeah. Clause
Okay.
1.1e.
Clause
1.1e.
1.1e, okay.
So actually, there are 5 main water distribution system schemes, as you have mentioned in this clause.
Please speak loud. You are not audible very much here.
Sir, there are 5 main water distribution system schemes which you have specified in this clause.
Right.
Can we have the schematics of this schemes, sir? Water distribution system scheme?
See, already we have attached a map. If you see,
so map
is
all, that is showing
a map
the,
is already there, and out of this 5, the tender is wanting for 2 pipelines, not all the 5. One pipeline already, as I explained, has already been done, and the other 2 pipelines we have asked, and those maps are here.
Correct, sir. That is map, which is a broad route layout. But if we look at the detailed schematic of the distribution system, that will help us to have a better understanding of the system. If it is available,
Detailed schematic of the distribution system. Exactly.
Actually, let me clear it. We are supplying as a bulk distributor of drinking water. We supply to a UGT of a sector, and that sector's operation maintenance of whatever the agency is doing, like municipal corporation, it is HSCP or HSIDC or a builder, developer. They further distribute it to the residents. So our job is limited to the bulk supply.
yeah,
up to
understood,
UGT.
but you being client, you can always ask them to furnish if it is. It will help us to understand for the system basically.
So it is a very simple scheme. We pump it from the WTP after filtration and treatment of the water. It comes to the UGT. And what further kind of scheme are you asking?
Sir, water distribution system schematics are always there whenever there is a pumping system related to the booster station and the water treatment system. So a network diagram is always there whenever such systems are developed.
Yeah, that network diagram is available.
Okay. And it clause 1.1e also mentioned appendix I1 or I don't know, it is I, but it is not there in the tender.
That network diagram is attached with the tender document.
That you mean to say is appendix I? Hello?
Page number of appendix I, can you just?
Yeah, tell me sir, which page?
Can we show this diagram to him? This last pages, page number 188, 189. Please take it out. 188, 189. See, this is on 900 mm line. This is the one which shows which all locations have to be connected. Okay, come next, come down. This is for the another one 1300 mm line where this connectivity is required. And
So I understood, I've gone through. So this is what it says appendix I1.
And the list of locations which have to be connected are in annexure A and B.
Correct, sir. Okay, fine. But anyway, sir, fine. If schematics cannot be provided, that is okay. I just asked if it is in place. If it could have been provided, then it would have been better for us to understand the system. Anyway.
So if you want anything else beyond this one, you write to us. We will give you. But whatever our understanding on the subject matter is there, we have given you on this whole thing.
Yeah, absolutely fine, sir. What I mean to say, whenever there is a water distribution system involving water treatment plant and booster stations, there are always pumping station and pipe layout drawings are also there. So I just wanted the brief schematic of the distribution. If at all it can be made available, that is well and good. We will write it to you, so you can reply it back to us.
Okay, fine.
And my next question is page number 83.
Page number
83, sir. Clause number 3.2b.
83. Yeah, 83 पेज नंबर ओपन कर लीजिए. Yes.
सर इसमें एक FRS डॉक्यूमेंट्स मांगा हुआ है. ये FRS का फुल फॉर्म क्या है सर? Yes, sir. Bidder shall study and revalidate requirements in RFP with GMDA and submit an exhaustive FRS document. What is this FRS?
Basically, we need this system requirement specifications, na?
That is okay, sir. SRS is okay, but FRS I was
functional requirement specifications.
Okay. Page number 89. Page number 90, sir.
Page number
90, sir.
90, huh?
3.10.
Which one?
Page 90.
All right.
Clause number 3.10.
3.10, okay. Page 89.
No, 890, page number 90.
90 is 3.12. 11. Acha, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, top points. Right, tell me.
Sir, एक second. इसमें sir partial acceptance certificate का था ना? It will be issued 12 months from the date of partial acceptance certificate.
इसको जैसा ऊपर कर ले. Please shift it up. नहीं, नीचे नीचे. इधर नीचे ले आइए. नीचे और नीचे. हाँ, इसमें क्या इशू है?
सर इसमें आई थिंक एक जगह तो ठीक है, आप लिख रहे हैं सर फाइनल एक्सेप्टेंस सर्टिफिकेट शैल बी इशूड आफ्टर 12 months फ्रॉम द डेट ऑफ इश्यूएंस ऑफ पार्शियल एक्सेप्टेंस सर्टिफिकेट।
क्या ओके देन?
सर हमारी अंडरस्टैंडिंग ये once the 12 months stabilization period is over.
Can you be please louder a bit?
Sir, as per our understanding, once the stabilization period of 12 months is over, we will get a final acceptance certificate from the client, correct sir? बट इसमें एक जगह लिखा है कि स्टेबलाइजेशन पीरियड 12 मंथ्स का होगा या कितना होगा, ये क्लाइंट के डिस्क्रिप्शन पे। इन दैट केस सर ये तो इट इज वेरी ओपन काइंड ऑफ क्लॉज। It can be 18 months also, it can be 24 months also. So we have to be very specific. We need to know how much will be the stabilization period for the system.
Stabilization period is 12 months only.
Sir, एक जगह आगे लिखा था कि as मतलब it will be to the discretion of client only.
आप उस जो पॉइंट कह रहे हैं उसको कोट करके भेज दीजिए, हम आपको क्लैरिफाई कर देंगे। स्टेबलाइजेशन पीरियड इज 12 मंथ्स।
पेज नंबर 89 पे देखिए आप, है सर रोल्स एंड रिस्पांसिबिलिटीज, पेज नंबर 89 पे।
कहाँ पे है?
पेज नंबर 89 सर, जस्ट अबव रोल्स एंड रिस्पांसिबिलिटीज जीएमडीए वाले का ऊपर वाला क्लॉज।
3.10 लास्ट पर।
अच्छा ठीक है। MSI shall be responsible for preparing supervision free of cost. This shall comprise of first 12 months after issue of PAC. अगर आपका 12 see if your system is not stabilized even in 12 months time after the issue of the provisional acceptance certificate, GMDA is at liberty to extend it, extendable by GMDA. See, स्टेबलाइजेशन पीरियड के बाद ही तो आपको एफएसी इशू होगा। तो अगर आपका 12 महीने में सिस्टम ही नहीं स्टेबलाइज किया तो उसके बाद उसको एक्सटेंड करना पड़ेगा ना एफएसी इशू करने के पहले।
ओके,
तो इट इज मेरे ख्याल से तो द क्लॉज इज वेरी क्लियर एज फार एज दिस पॉइंट इज कंसर्न्ड।
बट वो कौन से पॉइंट्स होंगे जिसमें क्लाइंट विल से यस इट इज नॉट स्टेबलाइज्ड, मतलब वो ओपन है सर, या तो एक
अगर आपका सिस्टम फंक्शनल रिक्वायरमेंट्स को नहीं फुलफिल करता है और आपका सिस्टम स्टेबलाइज नहीं है, इट डजंट मीट द एसएलए, तो नेचुरली वी विल से दैट सिस्टम इज नॉट स्टेबलाइज्ड। देयर इज अ एसएलए डिफाइंड इन द डॉक्यूमेंट। योर सिस्टम हैज टू बी स्टेबलाइज्ड फ्रॉम दैट पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू।
ओके फाइन सर, अंडरस्टूड, इट इज क्लियर। ठीक है सर, माय क्वेरीज वाज दिस मच ओनली, थैंक्स।
ओके, और कोई एनीबॉडी एल्स? Yes, बोलिए।
So page number 95. This is backup power battery for continuous operation during failure.
Backup, where it is?
Page number 96.
96. Yeah. कहाँ पे है? 96 पे where?
It's just coming from that 95 last point.
Backup power battery for continuous operation during failure. However, the direct power supply transmitter shall have battery or provided with the backup power. Same point 3.1 में transmitter is asked with the battery option. So we need to forward.
See, I think this is the electromagnetic flow meter, na? Yes. Electromagnetic flow meters will normally run on AC mains. Fine. Whenever there is a failure of AC mains, they have to run on a battery backup. This is what is the requirement as far as tender is concerned. Okay? मतलब I want a 24/7, मतलब 24 hours running of the electromagnetic flow meters. Power is there or power is not there. This is what you have to ensure.
Next point, sir, 3.1 में again.
E.
Page number 97.
Page number 97, E. Yeah.
Sir, meter tube SS316, this would be a challenge
for all the
MNC mix.
Why?
So because usually it is SS304.
SS304.
So otherwise all these MNC would be.
No, is it some cost factor? Why SS3016 is not possible?
Because sir, there are two things. One, it is that.
एक मीटिंग में हूँ मैं थोड़ी देर में.
Manas?
You write, you give it to us justified reason for that. That SS316, is it because of the cost, or is it because that this particular SS316 is technically not possible?
No, sir, it is a not matted part. It does not matter whether it is 316 or 304. Because above this there would be a layer of liner. Rubber, polyurethane, PDMA.
Okay.
So it is a non-matted part. It's just a specification. So usually all these like us, Anderson House or other makes from which are MNCs, they have 304.
Okay, you make a mention and give a justification for the same.
Same sir, G, junction box SS316.
Where?
G.
Same is for G. Okay. G and G.
And sir, page number 97, sorry 99, insertion type flow meter.
Yeah.
Sir, OEM should be allowed to choose as per the requirement.
Insertion type flow meter. What is the challenge here?
So these are what is asked is battery magnets. We have AC powered. Most of them. Whether it is Anderson or other. We require AC supplies. We don't have a battery one.
AC plus
AC DC.
But the AC supplies, it will run on AC, but in the case of AC failure, it will run on DC.
No, sir. Like for example, you are asking electromagnetic, same way there is a failure, so it should not be stopped. So we should have an arrangement. But as per the specification, most of it we will not be complying.
Which point you are not complying here?
So first, the one is battery one, sir.
Which?
Point number 6, sir. Battery life.
IP rating should be IP68.
That is there, sir. Last line, sir.
Ultra flow consumption of 0.1 and battery 10-year battery life, you don't comply. How much you comply?
We have an AC auxiliary supply requirement. Auxiliary power requirement.
It will not have any insertion type flow meters, will not have any battery.
In our case, yes.
But may not be specific to your case. There may be other vendors who will provide us with battery.
No MNC, sir. That is fact. Everyone has the auxiliary.
What is that auxiliary one?
Direct supply to 20 volt to 30 volt or 24 volt DC.
That is all right, but that direct supply may not be available at all the 24 hours.
So that's what I'm saying, sir. Accordingly, if you require this, we can have a model which we can give to solar panel or battery that is. So
whether UPS and all, whether it will not be a battery inside this one.
On a little bit one.
ये कह रहे हैं इंसर्शन टाइप फ्लोमीटर्स में बैटरी का सिस्टम नहीं है, which they can give it through a UPS or something else.
Most of them have the battery backup for the data logger.
Data logger, sir, is an RTO different.
So different. Talking about the flow meters.
सर मोस्ट ऑफ द जो फ्लो मीटर्स के मेक्स हैं जैसे इंटरसॉल है, सीमेंस है या फिर कोरोनियल मार्शल है, ये बैटरी पावर डिवाइसेस नहीं बनाते।
बैकअप बैटरी सभी में होता है।
इतनी बैटरी बैकअप्स में सर बैक पावर तो या तो वो एसी पे ऑपरेट होंगे या डीसी पे ऑपरेट होंगे, यूपीएस से ऑपरेट कर सकते हैं। कोई ऑनबोर्ड इनबिल्ट बैटरीज नहीं होती इन फ्लो मीटर्स में।
डायरेक्टली आरटीओ भी नहीं रहता सर।
यस,
आरटीओ भी डायरेक्ट नहीं रहता, इट्स अ डिफरेंट आरटीओ व्हिच हैज सप्लाइड।
आप लोकल मिक्स में जाएंगे जैसे अडैप्ट है, इलेक्ट्रोनेट है, एसबीएम है, they are the battery powered electromagnetic flow meter, but standard mix don't.
They are also providing the same accuracy, same flow data rate. Why do I compromise with that?
But it is not about compromising, it's requirement. Compromising कैसे?
रिक्वायर्ड तो है ना, अगर लाइट चला गया बैकअप नहीं है,
That is our responsibility how we can do it. Either through UPS है या वैसे ही solar panel है. Because आपका directly भी RTU के लिए you need a supply 24 volt DC. Most of the cases, or it all depends upon आपका कितना you need an data also. Sir, you need a time interval में you require data.
You need an uninterrupted operation that can be given, but if you specify that it should have an inbuilt battery, then we are not able to comply.
And point number 10, sir, 0.5% of full scale reading. That is only mentioned. We have that, but that is only the instrument accuracy. However, when it is installed, that accuracy minimum goes to 2%.
You mean to say measuring instrument accuracy? तो measuring instrument की accuracy की बात कर रहे हैं. See, अगर measuring instrument की accuracy नहीं है तो फिर then how you will ensure this?
Point written here is flow meter shall be better than 0.5%.
That's right. So when I make a measurement with an accurate measuring instrument, I should be able to get this one, na?
But then that's what I'm saying, sir. There is an installation inaccuracy which has to be taken into consideration.
Naturally, during acceptance testing, you will take care of this point.
I'm just highlighting that there is 1.5% plus minus adder in the installation.
Okay.
Sir, page number 108.
Yeah.
After pressure analyzer requirement is written temperature minus 20 degree to 130 degree. I'm not sure 130 degree.
Where exactly? Pressure
sensor.
नहीं ठीक है. There may be an error here. It may not be 20 to 130. So what is
22?
आपका क्या ये?
Maximum आपका इसमें तो 50 के ऊपर जाएगा नहीं.
Yeah.
Because if I'll certain something of my own, तो वो मेरा generic specific हो जाएगा.
हाँ.
So as per the your requirement or ambient temperature requirement, that's what can be.
ये sensor should be able to withstand 7 bar pressure and temperature of 22 say 50 should be okay. Or yours go up to 100?
We can assign up to 10 bar also, but then is as for this application, the specification are not.
And what's the lower limit?
Lower
20 degrees.
Minus 50, sir. But that, those are process scale.
5 to minus 20 आपने minus 20 ले minus 20 से 130 ले
ये कह रहे हैं -20 से लेकर के 110 या 100 तक.
Minus at least.
ठीक है चलिए ओके.
Up you can take plus 5 in which all can comply. And it is falling for.
And sir, for EMD payment, vendor should be around PG, sir. Back end.
EMD का जो भी पेमेंट का सिस्टम है ना, that is totally governed by the Haryana government.
So we have audit in one tender for Smart City Faridabad as well. In that case also there is a PG, not the online.
We will check with our finance.
Now you have to go to our website, and first of all you have to register on Haryana Engineering Works portal. Over there you will deposit your one-time EMD. Here is the procedure. Then you can come into this. Just go through that.
We'll check that however at your end also.
After that we can beyond that we can go.
EMD का कोई प्रोसीजर डीजी के थ्रू तो है नहीं. I don't think there is any procedure.
One time deposit HW में जाएगा.
अच्छा.
उसका EMD मुझे स्टैंडर्ड डालो EMD नहीं
लगेगी बाबा.
For bidder, that is for bidder. They are bidder.
तो ये OEMs है ना?
I thought they were OEMs.
You are directly bid. अच्छा आप डायरेक्टली बिड करेंगे. अच्छा
Bid करते हैं.
So page 80.
Page 80.
Point 2.
Yeah.
Underlies integrated water management system, the water infrastructure has been identified. So, sir, it is understood as in the the existing ICC, the assets are made visible in GIS. Yes, sir, confirmation.
आपको ICC से only you will get the servers. Server means VMs. जो आप स्पेसिफाई करेंगे अपनी एप्लीकेशन सॉफ्टवेयर रन करने के लिए. So only you will get that. The rest of the material, whether it is any other software or whether it is any database software or any other operating system, anything else, that is you have to make arrangement for that. Okay, I will only give you physical machines. These are the machines which are available. Rest of it you have to do it. अब आपको मेरे एप्लीकेशन सॉफ्टवेयर को रन करने के लिए ये चाहिए वो चाहिए वो सब आपको अरेंज करना है.
Rahul is from LNQ. Page number 15, you have given the name of these. Just wanted to confirm these are for hardware only.
हाँ, these are only for hardware. Yeah. नहीं सॉफ्टवेयर से मतलब नहीं. No. और ये this is a very tentative list. This is not something which is sacrosanct कि भाई इन्हीं को ही देखेंगे.
नहीं, right. Just wanted to reconfirm.
हाँ, ये mostly ये हार्डवेयर पार्ट की ये सारे हुई है जितने भी हैं.
Right. And sir, there is one question. Vishal from Martin Prime asked very not clear.
Vishal, okay. Ask him to be there online.
Vishal, can you ask the question, please?
कि स्पीच बहुत धीमे आ रहा है. प्रोसेस को लाउड कर सकते हैं. अच्छा. Can you ask on the YouTube? Or you can repeat the question? हाँ.
Sir, page number 85, 8.7. Integration phase.
Right.
So in that, can you provide the information of the existing system, like make, model, functional?
I told you now. My ICCC will only get you these servers. That is the physical machines. Physical machines, you will get the VMs, which are found. मतलब out of whatever machines we have, जो भी हमने आपको आपके requirement के हिसाब से आप specify करेंगे कितनी CPU, कितने core, कितना क्या वो सारा. You will specify. I will give it to you that machine. This is what is I'm meaning by ICCC. When you integrate with my ICCC, I will give you the machine. Rest of it, you will have to see this. Only the hardware part, you just take it out. Rest of it, you give me.
So page number 97.
Last
line, all external connections to the transmitter should be within specification 1968.
All. Where exactly it is? All external connection to the transmitter should be military specification IP68 plug and socket. Okay, what is there in this? Military. Okay. You are aware of plug and socket? Okay. Yeah.
Page number 107, 4.3.
107. Yeah, tell me.
Sir, in that, sir, what exact expected number of mobile user of micro, gram and
Expected number of user for microgram. भाई आपको किससे क्या मतलब है? माइक्रोग्राम तो आज की डेट में भी 10,000 से ऊपर यूजर्स हैं. आज की डेट में भी हमारा जलमित्र का ऐप है. जलमित्र ऐप पे जो हमने फर्स्ट प्रोजेक्ट किया है उसमें जलमित्र ऐप जो हमने 39 उसपे यूजीटीज लगाए हैं उस पे जलमित्र बनाए और उन सबके पास वो ऐप है. वो सारे लोग मॉनिटर करते हैं रियल टाइम बेसिस पे. जितने फ्लो मीटर्स और बहुत सारी जगह लगे उन सबका डेटा मेरे पास आता है रेगुलरली. आई एम मॉनिटरिंग इट हियर. और माई गुरुग्राम ऐप तो इज फॉर मेनी थिंग्स, इट्स फॉर मल्टीपल थिंग्स. तो इसलिए कोई उसका इशू ही नहीं है. और आप तो 329 अंडरग्राउंड टैंक्स को कर रहे हैं. आप एक अंडरग्राउंड टैंक में मान के चलिए 1 से 2 लोग उसको मॉनिटर करेंगे, बिकॉज इट इज गोइंग टू अ कॉलोनी. उसके बाद फर्दर वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो रहा है यूजर्स में. आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू द एंड यूजर इन दिस प्रोजेक्ट. मेरा जहां पे बल्क में सप्लाई करता हूं, आई एम ओनली गोइंग अप टू दैट पॉइंट. सो यू कैन से मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ यूजर्स कितने होंगे? 1000 के अंदर ही अंदर होंगे जो है, नॉट बियॉन्ड दैट.
These analyzers which are required, it has to be extracted with or it will be institute.
I'm not able to understand.
For example, pH analyzer, it has to be directly installed in, or we have to make an arrangement in which water will come to the pH and.
No, it will be directly installed.
So it will be directly installed, sir. So page number 110, point number 7, or any letter.
ये डायरेक्टली इंस्टॉल होंगे ना आपके. हमारे ऐसे 13 टैंक्स हैं जहां पे कि उन 13 टैंक्स की मॉनिटरिंग रिक्वायर्ड है ये वाटर सेंसर्स.
So will there be a person sitting on all those locations who will be getting that sensor out and in?
No.
So please, sir, this point number 6, protection clause IP67, IP68.
Chlorine analyzer.
For all the analyzers, sir, IP68.
You mean to say?
It has to be submerged for indefinite.
Yeah. It has to be IP68. Right. ये तो सारे सबमर्ज्ड ही रहेंगे ना. वो कोई आदमी जाकर के वो निकाले और वो सब नहीं करेगा. इसके अंदर ही रहेंगे, पानी के अंदर ही रहने वाले हैं. Your point is well taken. It should be IP68.
Page number 135.
लेकिन my question to you is whether such equipment is available in the market. That is my main question, because these analyzers should not get faulty frequently. They should work properly. That is
why the question was asked. If it would be an IP66 or 67, it would require a regular intervention in which it would be taken out. And
no. That is not the case. So wherever in that case we will make it IP68. Okay.
Sir, this factory acceptance test and test inspection is applicable for all these sensors.
This is where it is exactly.
Page number 155, sir,
135. See, we expect you to give us a data sheet, which should be a factory inspection data sheet. Okay. If we find from GMDA front that we need to visit the factory and confirm the same, we can do that. Otherwise, you are supposed to give me an authentic data sheet which should be signed by your people, and we should say that the factory has tested these equipment and they verify all the parameters.
That is there, sir. My question is, the specification on a test which is asked usually are not for the water industry. Because if you see there is a hydro test, EMI test, all these tests, 1.5 times hydro test and calibration 0.5.
So calibration test will be there.
So calibration is there, sir.
The
first point that, for example, hydrostatic test for minimum 1.5 times.
Okay.
Then also calibration test as per the OEM should be there, because if I talk about Anderson Hauser, it is tested on 2 points. One is 50% and other is 100% twice for repeatability and accuracy.
Right.
But here it is asked for 0% or 25%.
Okay. So here you mean to say that
it should be as per the OEM.
Okay, so at least minimum for 2 to 3 percentages. Okay, fine.
Again, site acceptance test, maybe sir, hydro test and all. Hydraulic test.
Okay.
It should be as per the OEM.
Hmm. Huh.
Vishal is not able to answer either.
Uh-huh.
So one is consortium agreement format.
Ah.
Everywhere JV word is used, right? Consortium agreement format.
Consortium agreement format, okay.
Or if we can have
See, we have specified the conditions for the contract consortium that what percentage each player will be responsible for. It should be with a responsibility matrix, maybe.
okay, we can use it generically speech for other.
Yeah, you can use it. It should clearly define the responsibilities of each of the consortium partners. And if any consortium partner is not available after a period of time, then you can make a change only with the approval of GMDA. That is the way we look at it. Normally, all the consortium partners are equally and severally responsible for execution of the project. That is the baseline.
Right.
That you have to take into consideration.
We'll take the basic.
Yeah, basic consortium agreement. Yeah.
So one question in one of the places, delay in work, you're deducting 1.5%. While on page number 74, you have mentioned 1 by 2000. Just wanted to clarify.
Overall, the project will be a milestone based project. So there will be most likely out of this whole thing, there will be 4 milestones. So every milestone will have 25%, 25%, 25, 25. So that is how the 100% project will be executed. If you do not meet the first milestone, then 1 by 2000, 2000, whatever it is, that will be the delay in the penalty on a daily basis. But on overall scale, it will not exceed 10% of the project value.
This particular number 67 mentions this percentage as 0.5.
Okay. So you see that there is a contradiction between these two. Okay. We will link this.
0.5 by on page 74.
Right.
0.05.
Page 67 and page
70.
We will clarify to you this particular point. We will clarify to you this particular point.
We request you to consider interest for the mobilization advance.
Interest, see, that is the government condition. I have exactly reproduced, not even changing a comma and full stop on that. That is the Haryana government approved tender condition for the mobilization advance. That's how it is. I have not made any change in that, and neither I have the authority to make any change on that. This document, you can see it on the Haryana Engineering Works portal also. There is a contract document of Haryana Engineering portal. What you need to do is section 4. You have to make your own scope of work because that is a document mainly for the civil works. Okay, so what I have done is section 4 is changed with my scope of work and my technical specifications. Section 1, 2 and 3 is almost the same except few conditions are added here and there, nothing else.
So one last request, sir. The capex OPEX ratio that you asked is 70-30.
Yeah. That is also Haryana government. That also is.
As per talking to audience also, the hardware comes bundled with the warranty and so on. The capex cost will be higher than 70, sir. It will reach around 80-85%.
That's all right. So, see, normally what I would have done 100 plus 5 or 6% AMC every year, so you end up paying 130%. Now you have only compressed that to 100, so you want the reverse maths. And
this results in a negative cash flow, and distributor will add that into the cost. So
you add in, if every bidder adds up, then the competition is almost fair. But whatever conditions I have drawn here is exactly what is out of that particular document.
We request you to consider based on.
I will have to send to Government of Haryana for consideration. Every tender is like this. Nothing short of this one, whatever I have written here. My ongoing tenders will be like this only, 70% and 30%. 30% claims for 7 years, 70% is the capital cost. So, Maybe I will have to only request the government. If they change it, I will change it here.
Sir, we'll just pull it on our queries and submit it.
Yeah, please. I will distribute a form. I will also put it on the GMD website. And all the queries, I would like all of you, please study the document, submit it to me by Thursday evening, 5 o'clock, so that we are able to study them and send you the reply as early as possible. That is my main intention. And with your help, all of you, we should be able to make it a success project in Gujarat. That is what is the requirement.
सर अतुल बोल रहा हूँ सिस्को से।
बोलिए।
सर ये जो पेमेंट का इशू है ना, ये पेमेंट का इशू ये जो 70-30 वाला है, इवन द DOT फॉर द लार्जर bids आर कंसिडरिंग टू गिव 90-10 and why Haryana is giving 70-30, because this will shoot up the cost of money from the bidder side.
I don't know, but we will have to take up with the government of Haryana this thing.
नहीं सर, ये एक sincere request है from all the OEMs. We should consider to give at least 85-15, 15% in the OPEX and 85% in the CAPEX. So that will make the project pretty viable for the guys to execute smoothly.
We can make a change on this one. आप अपने container में लेके भेजिए. We will see what can be done.
I think this is a genuine concern which is coming from all the bidders, sir. So that is why people are.
ठीक है. Let us see. हमारे पास जो pre-bid queries आती है उसमें कितने bidders से आता है genuine query. You will see. But as I told you, whatever has been done is in line with whatever are the instructions of the government on this matter. So we have not.
We understand, sir. We are just making a sincere request. Since this project is not so big, so 85-15 and इसमें 70-30 में कोई खास अंतर है नहीं. अगर आप 70-30 करोगे तो वो बिडर को वो कॉस्ट ऑफ मनी ऐड करेगा. सिंपल सी बात है.
लेकिन 15% में क्या बिडर AMC करेगा 7 years की?
सर आज की डेट में AMC तो 4% पर एनम पे है, तो 4-7-28 कितना हुआ?
वही 30, वही तो मैंने करा है.
तो आप अगर आप सर आपका जो टोटल केपेक्स है वो केपेक्स का बजट भी तो मतलब कि उतना दिखना चाहिए ना.
अरे आप बजट को छोड़िए, अगर आप कह रहे हैं कि 4% पे AMC होता है तो 7 years का 30% हो ही गया ना. तो वही इट इज वर्किंग आउट टू बी द सेम.
फिर केपेक्स
the payment terms है ना, that is 55%, 5% against mobilization, 50% against delivery.
ठीक है.
कोई भी bidder होगा तो मतलब for 18 months they will get, if your project is 30 CR तो उसको 15 करोड़ रुपए मिलेगा. तो
यही आपके टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन, ये तो पुराने प्रोजेक्ट्स में भी यही था हमारे. 50% was against the delivery. That was the case even in our projects like ICCC and other CCTV projects also.
नहीं सर वहाँ पे NEC जैसा पार्टनर आगे आ गया और उसने ये ब्लंट ले लिया. यहाँ पे ये these जो SIs हैं for this water projects, they are not that cash rich, sir.
नहीं, लेकिन हमने उसी टर्म्स पे जो लास्ट टेंडर भी किया था CIWMS का, उसमें भी यही पेमेंट टर्म्स थे. 50% अगेंस्ट डिलीवरी था उसमें भी.
चलो सर, इतनी सिंसियर रिक्वेस्ट है कि इनका थोड़ा सा ना वो क्या नाम है वो मनी रोटेशन थोड़ा सा इम्प्रूव हो जाएगी 85-15 पे, इफ हरियाणा गवर्नमेंट और GMDA इज विलिंग टू कंसीडर फॉर दिस टेंडर.
एनीवे आप लोग भेजिए, देखते हैं यहाँ पे डिस्कशन इंटरनल करके वेदर क्या पॉसिबिलिटी है. वी विल सी.
ठीक है सर.
Okay.
Hello sir, we have one question. Page number 102, 4.2.5, flow control device.
Yes.
Sir, regarding that flow control device or valve, what is the primary function, sir? It's only for to fix the flow, or it's only for on-off, or we need to control flow?
There's a question on flow control device.
Yes, we need to know the primary function of that device or valve.
A flow control valve is basically required for equitable distribution. So from that you will, if we are supplying 100 ml to the whole line, and there is some problem in the from the back end, we are not receiving raw water or some other problem. So similar reduction should be made to each connection for equitable distribution. So how will we achieve that? Through control valves.
Okay. So the flow for this valve is not constant. You means flow will vary. You are saying.
Yeah,
We
definitely. Otherwise, how will the tail end person will get supply?
Because what we thought the customer is same, right? For every flow control valve, the number of people or customer whom we are sending water is same. So
It's not same. The quantity is different. It will be it will be reduced on percentage basis. If a reduction is there of say 10% at the WTB, then the 10% reduction of the supply to each and every beneficiary over that line.
Okay. And the communication should happen through GPRS network. It is acceptable to the control center.
Yeah, the flow control device shall be connected to the your IoT gateway, and IoT gateway will ultimately communicate with the ICCC. This is how the arrangement is.
Okay, sir. And it is okay to provide sir hydraulic valves, right? You have said the diaphragm type hydraulic valves are acceptable.
Hydraulic ones are
Diaphragm type operated hydraulic valves.
Yes. That is okay. The main aim is to control the flow.
Okay,
sir. Okay. That's it, sir, from our end.
Right.
Sir, I have one query. Regarding the analyzers, actually, earlier you were telling 13 underground tanks we have to give the analyzers.
You are Mr. from where?
I am Chandrasekhar from L&T, sir.
L&T. Okay, tell me. Yeah.
Actually, these 9 types of analyzers, some of the analyzers, they need a continuous flow of water because they will not measure in a tank. So we will need a sample handling system, and these analyzers, they need a regular calibration also. So need not be submerged. All the sensors need not be submerged. So we will have to provide a sample handling system with a sample pump. So that arrangement may be required.
You mean to say that all these analyzers are not to be submerged and they will need a calibration. So naturally calibration will have to be done. If there is a cycle of calibration every 6 months or 1 year, then
Yes.
that has to be followed. That is one that will become part of the AMC, that
Yes, sir.
calibration is checked and done. But if you say the flow of water is required in some of these analyzers, then you will have to tell us which are those analyzers where the flow of water is required and what arrangement you will ultimately. The aim is that we have to see these parameters, and these parameters should be available to us. Whatever way you are going to do it in the field, that is for you to tell us.
Fine, sir. Then it's okay. We'll provide the arrangement. Yes, sir.
You have to provide that. But basically, I want to measure all these things in all the underground tanks where I am doing the purification of the water and then supplying that drinking water to the citizens, which I explained earlier.
Right, sir. And sir, each of these locations where mains power supply is is to be used, that will be arranged by the customer, like the power supply.
Yes. Yeah. Power supply is to be arranged by GMDA. Yes.
Right, sir.
That is our part. But only thing you will facilitate in getting those wherever it is required. That is that you will facilitate that, but ultimately it will be in the GMDA name.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
I'm having 2 or 3 queries. On page number 73.
Page 73. हाँ बताइए.
इसमें सर We were looking for the technical personnel qualification of civil as well. As we the order control system job, like civil is not a part of.
It is B, electrical or civil or is. It's or. Basically, we are
not a specific requirement for civil law.
No. Specific civil का or.
Now, page number 137. Clause 8.
Page 137, Clause 8,
After completion of work, the firearm system shall be got checked and inspected from the concerned fire officer.
Okay, we'll see this. You आप लिखिए में हम इसको देख लेंगे कि कैसे suitably करना है, maybe.
Page 150.
150. Right.
Point 6. Applying installation of these certificates are specific. Sir, is there any specific dimension of that chamber?
I think it will be based on your survey. You will have to see what is the dimension which is required because it will differ from site to site. May not be same everywhere. वो कितनी जगह आपको मिलती है वहां पे आप लगा सकते हैं क्या कर सकते हैं. इसमें मेरा एक पॉइंट ये है कि क्या ये चैम्बर्स जो है क्या विद लॉकिंग कैपेबिलिटी आप दे सकते हैं. प्लीज चेक लॉकिंग प्लस अगर मैं इन चैम्बर्स को भी यहाँ मॉनिटर करना चाहूँ कि जब भी चैम्बर कोई अनऑथराइज्ड आदमी ओपन करे या जब भी वो चैम्बर ओपन होता है तो थ्रू अ सेंसर कैन आई मॉनिटर देम इन माय IEEE.
Is that open or
is that open? So I get an alert on that and I'm able to monitor these. Actually, the problem with these chambers and underground manuals are that unauthorized people, they open it and they try and play with the tamper with your installation, or they will put unnecessary material inside that. So if you are able to monitor them on a real-time basis, then at least you can stop some of these activities. So ये जरा सा एक बार मुझे please check up on this whether underground manuals can be logged and they also can be monitored in the system at IEEE.
there is one more point on the same page number. You see, आपने सारे instrument and devices list out कर दिए with the quantification as well.
हाँ.
Point is, ये इसमें control cables use होगा and the power cables.
वो सारे आपके ही पार्ट है. सप्लाई एंड इंस्टॉलेशन का मतलब वही है. आप ये क्लैरिफाई कर लीजिए. मैं आपको कोई भी एक्स्ट्रा पैसे नहीं दूंगा उसके.
कोई भी बिडर साइट सर्वे पे कंड्यूट का या एसडीपी पाइप का या केबल का क्वांटिटी कैसे निकालेगा?
आप एक रफ क्वांटिटी एवरेज लेके चलो ना कि मेरी आप बिफोर यू फिल अप दिस टेंडर विजिट सम 10 साइट्स फाइंड आउट एन एवरेज. तो आपको देखिए आपको डक्ट लगेगा एचडीपी डक्ट, ठीक है, प्लस पावर केबल, ठीक है, और इसके अलावा कोई और कनेक्टिंग केबल वेबल जो भी चाहिए आपको जो है.
पावर केबल, सेकंड इज कम्युनिकेशन केबल, थर्ड इज आपका
एचडीपी डक्ट और प्लस लेइंग. आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू पे यू एनीथिंग एक्स्ट्रा प्लीज. ये आप मान के चलिए मैं इसका एक क्लॉज भी इंसर्ट कर दूंगा इसके अंदर. ये आपका सप्लाई एंड इंस्टॉलेशन का पार्ट है. डोंट कम अप विद दिस वन. इसे ये तो सारा एक्स्ट्रा आइटम बन गया and all that is not to be paid by any stretch of imagination.
Do we have that respect for the HDP pipe, sir?
Normal HDP pipe के specs, if you want, we can do that. 40 mm का normally we use it for this fiber cable and activity. उसका TEC का spec है. नहीं, TEC has already laid down the specs for 40 mm HDP pipe and all that.
HDP pipe and along with that lamp.
और आपका जो इलेक्ट्रिकल केबल होगा वो आपका 1.5 स्क्वायर mm या कुछ आप केबल ले लीजिए इसको जो है.
केबल कंस्ट्रक्शन प्रॉपर्टी है सर.
वो तो आप रिक्वायरमेंट तो आपको एसेस करनी होगी ना. बिकॉज सी अल्टीमेटली ये जो सारा वर्क है जब आप इंस्टॉलेशन को एनालाइज करेंगे तो देन यू विल हैव टू मेक एनालिसिस. और आप एक एवरेज लेकर के चलिए. एवरी साइड 50 मीटर, समवेयर 50 से कम होगा, कहीं पे 50 से ज्यादा होगा. तो एटलीस्ट विजिट सम 10 साइट्स एंड फाइंड इट आउट.
केबल का कंस्ट्रक्शन वी कैन डिसाइड कौन सा केबल ठीक.
आप इलेक्ट्रिकल केबल की बात कर रहे हो ना.
इलेक्ट्रिकल कम्युनिकेशन
हाँ एल्यूमिनियम केबल 1 स्क्वायर mm आप फिनोलेक्स और ये दुनिया भर के ब्रांड पॉलीकैब ये वो सारे बहुत सारे ब्रांड्स हैं.
That is okay, sir. But I'm talking about right now the construction of the cable. It's the construction.
Armored cable?
Armored cable. There is no sheathing and PVC and the shielding inside.
वो armored के अंदर PVC sheathing और
cost this depends on the cost, sir.
Only thing I can specify armored and non-armored. Rest of the sheathing, etc. If you want that, I can give the cable specs also. I have them available with me. But चलिए ठीक है आप लिखिए हम देखते हैं. हाँ.
This cable now come on the connection part, sir. Because we have not seen the connectors of the cable. Are you looking for the double compression type of lens or PVC lens is also?
Whichever is, you can give me 99.9% SLA. 99% SLA which is defined in the document. You say कि भाई रोजी मेरा connector जो है ना ये फूक जाता है. So that kind of thing will not be tolerable. लेकिन इसमें पावर का इतना ज्यादा रोल नहीं है इसलिए आपका दिक्कत नहीं होगा. Normal PVC, normal connector will also do. There is not much of power being drawn and all that. So in this case, I don't think there should be a big problem. Because these all devices, they only consume very less power.
Regarding that UPS power supply, we are doing the tapping from the commercial tap points. A part of it that all commercial tap points are UPS connected.
No, not necessary.
Yes, sir.
नहीं, not necessary. सब जगह UPS होगा.
सब जगह UPS होगा.
नहीं होगा.
नहीं, in that case, we have to consider the UPS.
आप इसका SMPS तो आपने IoT गेटवे कैसे चलेगा?
SMPS is okay, sir.
नहीं आप IoT गेटवे कैसे चलाओगे जब पावर सप्लाई नहीं है?
Power supply for any type of instrument we are taking an input source of 230 volt. Further 230 volt is LC the device is connecting to the 230 or 24 whatever it is, but the source is be reliable. That's why we need a UPS because if there is a fluctuation in the commercial tapping points, so आपका संतुलन का failure rate काफी बढ़ेगा.
Naturally, सही है. आपको उसके लिए surge protectors and all that you will have to provide, as we have seen in the previous project. Lot of equipment has burnt because of this surge problem. So the surge protection आप लगाइए उसके अंदर जो है. Even आपका UPS भी वहाँ पे है, लेकिन surge is still damaging lot of equipment in the field.
Yeah, sure, true. Because there are practical examples in market में सारे OEMs.
So it should not have been the IoT gateways आपने लगाया और IoT gateways ही जो है ना वो burnt out हो गए. That should not be the case. So I think so that has to be seen very clearly that these IoT gateways should not be burnt, and adequate protection in terms of earthing, in terms of surge protection is provided for the IoT gateways. Okay.
And as well for the instrument.
And as well for the instrument, yes. Why not?
So my suggestion is we can add that one UPS forward. अगर you are not confident enough, we will add it one UPS.
One second. ये UPS है अपने दोनों जैसे कि ये WTP बसई and चंदू. UPS is not there. His point is कि अगर मान लीजिए in the case of event of failure of power or this kind of problems, the UPS is not there.
पावर बैकअप तो होगा ना?
Genset है.
उसके बीच का इंटरवल के लिए चाहिए.
हमारे पास एक्चुअली इतना ज़्यादा पावर कंज्यूम होती है वहाँ पे, इतने बड़े यूपीएस आते ही नहीं हैं फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल.
ये बात भी सही है.
अदरवाइज हमें जेनसेट ही हमेशा चार्ज कर रखने पड़ेंगे ऑन लोड. जैसी लाइट वेट लोड ट्रांसफर हो जाए वो हम करते नहीं. Why to waste so much season?
वहाँ तो पावर कंजम्पशन ज्यादा होगा, बट ये जो इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स है यहाँ तो बहुत कम होगा. उसके लिए यूपीएस
तो अपना अरेंज कर सकते हो.
तो आपका फेलियर रेट बढ़ जाएगा, नॉट अवेलेबल सिस्टम मेंटेन करना है.
UPS तो कोई
we can provide SPD, surge protection device.
No, SPD is fine. Point is this, that there are many items which you are providing at WTP, Pasai and Chandu, which are like your water sensors and things like that. Now to run it on a 24/7 scale, if they need an external power supply, if they are battery operated, no problem. If they need external supply, then you need to have a UPS with a battery backup. You make that assessment and give it in the any other item which is required, which is already specified.
आपने डाला हुआ है पर any other item करके आपने यूएसपी लाइन डाली हुई है।
वो डाली हुई है ना, तो आप उसके अंदर दो, तो you work it out in that.
हमें तो आपका लॉस होगा।
अब आपको अब कोई
सबके नोटिस में आता है।
अब दे भी डाला हूँ इसमें, not limited to BOQ.
डाला तो सर पाया ना।
See, I can't add on any further items into this BOQ. वो possible नहीं है करना. आप उसको you make an assessment and provide that.
One more point, sir. On page number 3, the project turnover time is 12 months, sir. Sir, अभी now there is around 1,000 more devices we have to connect in the field. और अगर मेरे पास अगर मैं semiconductor का material देखूँ, I'm getting on the 6 month to my factory. After that, I need around 2 or 3 months to install all things and to start commissioning. So, sir, project after 12 months will start posting the LD.
क्यों भाई? सब माँ तुम तो ये हो, अभी ऑर्डर दूंगा 6 महीने में दोगे माल, हैं? नहीं 6 महीने से पहले दोगे, 3 महीने में दोगे।
But then yes, for just like थोड़ा सा issue रहेगा, but for us,
हैं? नहीं घर का तो है तुम्हारा, अब तुम अगर प्रोजेक्ट का ही ड्यूरेशन बढ़ाने के लिए कह रहे हैं, मेरे हिसाब से तो 12 महीने एक ठीक ठाक पीरियड है जिसमें ये होना चाहिए।
थोड़ा सा
नहीं अगर तो बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग रीजन है तब तो कंसिडर कर सकते हैं।
सेमीकंडक्टर होगी सही, दैट इज राइट।
आपको ऑर्डर प्लेस करने के बाद कितने दिन में मटेरियल मिल जाएगा, ये बताइए।
वो भी बताना मुश्किल है OEMs के लिए।
सर वो बहुत सारे इसमें आइटम्स हैं। Lot of like different type of sensors are there, which will come from an IoT device, come from various vendors. So I think some average जो है, I don't think all of them will come within 6 months.
कॉन्ट्रैक्टर आप लोग मेरे को 15% तक दोगे जब गोलाई हो जाएगा, तो मैं सारे डिलीवरी तब करूंगा जब हमारी सारा मटेरियल एक साथ लॉट में बिल्ड होगा, वरना मैं बिल ही नहीं कर पाऊंगा, प्रोजेक्ट स्टार्टिंग से नेगेटिव कैश फ्लो स्टार्ट होगा।
क्यों भाई विनोद, ये 12 महीने का मैंने तो ड्यूरेशन रखा था, अब ये 18 महीने की बात कर रहे हैं। सो व्हाट इज योर रिएक्शन ऑन दैट? ही इज द यूजर डिपार्टमेंट।
दे आर राइट, सेमीकंडक्टर स्पेसिफिकेशन है ऑलरेडी। हमारे पास भी कंज्यूमर्स आते हैं और फ्लोमीटर्स जो बनाते हैं मैन्युफैक्चरर्स आते हैं। 6 महीने से पहले आ ही नहीं रहा, लोगों को टाइम कम दे रहे।
अभी थोड़ा एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी सिचुएशन है, मतलब नॉर्मल केस में ऐसा नहीं, बट द सिचुएशन वेयर
चाइना शटडाउन है,
LNT तो कर देगा, हैं? नहीं कर। Does everybody feel that challenge?
डिलीवरीज डालते हैं पोर्टल में, अननोन डिलीवरीज आती हैं, पता नहीं कब मिलेगा।
ग्लोबल मार्केट प्राइस है, एवरीवन इज
चलिए आप सब लोग अगर लिख के देंगे तो देन वी विल सी व्हाट इज टू बी डन। ठीक है
सर, अगर आप एग्री ना करो तो एक पॉइंट एग्री कर लेना, OEM के साथ भी LD क्लाउज कर देना।
अच्छा, OEM के साथ भी LD लगा पड़ेगा।
उनको फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा।
It is on the lighter side. Semiconductor is something which is happening all of us.
ठीक है, you make a mention of the same thing.
I think next 9-10 months the situation is like this. Even if you take 3 months to finalize, give an order, then also next 6 months situation is this.
एक पॉइंट और सर, यूनिक पॉइंट अभी आपने क्लियर किया था रिगार्डिंग द PM पॉइंट कि यू हैविंग अ डेडिकेटेड सर्वर, इसमें भी एज पर द रिक्वायरमेंट आप बेस दोगे इन द मशीन पे। नाउ माय पॉइंट इज, इसमें हम लोगों ने जो ओनरशिप होगा रिगार्डिंग इफ आई एम द सॉफ्टवेयर एक्सपर्ट, आई एम द फ्रॉम स्टैंडर्ड ईमेल वेयरएवर, माय रिक्वायरमेंट इज दिस, ओके। So some of the because we have seen the merging of systems, the problems coming in the market. जब once we merge it, तो OEM बोलता है my system is correct, that OEM will say my system is correct. How to close that part? क्योंकि आप जब VM क्रिएट करते हो आपको SQL डेटाबेस से अलग करना पड़ेगा।
सुनिए, मैंने आपको सिर्फ फिजिकल मशीन दे दी VM, उसके बाद जो डेटाबेस और जो कुछ भी लाना मैंने आपको क्लियर भी कर दिया था। OS डेटाबेस व्हाटएवर इट इज, दैट इज योर हेडेक। आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू विंडोज भी हम लोगों को, आप जो भी जैसे भी चलाना है आप इसकी स्पेक्स मीट करेंगे और उसके ऊपर जो ओएस लाएंगे, जो डेटाबेस लाएंगे, जो कुछ भी करेंगे, दैट इज द एप्लीकेशन सॉफ्टवेयर जो भी आपको चलाना है, दैट इज योर हेडेक.
And one more thing, sir, if there is some modification, if I'm talking about the bridging of the LAN ports to maintain the redundancy of the machine. So अगर physical machines में कोई changes होगा, उस केस में मतलब as a contractor अभी जो हम लोग कोई भी onboard होता है वो करेगा या existing जो जिसकी मशीन है वो करेगा?
नहीं, फिजिकल मशीन में क्या चेंज होगा? वो कोई चेंज नहीं होगा. फिजिकल मशीन जो है आपने VMs कॉन्फ़िगर किए हुए हैं. आपने बताया भाई मुझे इतने कोड, इतने रैम वैम, ये वो सारे का आपको कॉन्फ़िगरेशन चाहिए, मैंने आपको दे दिया. मतलब इट इज एज गुड एज गिविंग यू अ मशीन फिजिकली. अब आप फर्दर आप करिए जो करना है उसका है.
So as per you, there is no changes. All the things are there.
As far as I'm concerned, I have got the physical machines available with my ICCC. The rest of it, you don't have to supply me the physical machines. Rest of it, you have to do it. Complete application software, you have to do it. The portion of app का सारा वर्क आपको करना है और वो ऐप जो है मेरे माई गुरुग्राम जो मेरा मेन ऐप है उस पर अवेलेबल होना चाहिए कस्टमर्स के लिए. He should be able to make a query, he should be able to find out, and it should be available on the GMDA dashboard, which is already running on Quantela platform.
So one more point, sir. Page number 134. आपने वर्कस्टेशन मांगे.
हाँ.
So that is a part of the VM machines. आप लोग एक
हाँ वर्क स्टेशन तो इसलिए मांगे जैसे मेरे पास नीचे 20 वर्क स्टेशन हैं, वो सारे कंज्यूम हो गए. इस प्रोजेक्ट के लिए मुझे अलग से वर्क स्टेशन चाहिए, मुझे एक दो आदमी वहां लगाने पड़ेंगे, कुछ करने पड़ेंगे, तो उनके लिए वर्क स्टेशन मशीन चाहिए मेरे को, है नहीं?
So there is one clause on page 85.
One?
Only page 85.
हाँ.
Solution to be integrated CIWMS. It says that all required licenses for ICCC integration in existing systems shall be taken care in bidder cost, which includes development, deployment, integration. Certificate from ICC OEM stating that necessary cost estimate is included for integration, development, licensing, etc. in the bidder stage.
Right.
So we have to, like, bidder has to go to existing this.
No, you will have to give it to us. ये चीजें जो हैं हम आपको ये सारी चीजें प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं. Certificate from ICCC OEM stating that necessary cost estimate is included for the integration development. मतलब आप जो हमें प्रोवाइड करोगे उसका एक हमें बताओगे तो सही कि ये चीजें हमने ऐड ऑन करने जा रहे हैं आपके सिस्टम पे. तो ICCC OEM means you will refer it to existing. हाँ, existing, and we will refer it to the ICCC OEM जो है हमारे.
एक point out regarding the vulnerability testing, you mentioned in page number 87. So vulnerability testing the
hacking के लिए vulnerability, security and
that's a very important point, sir. So there is separate agency who is doing the
third party test करके देते हैं, vulnerability certificate देते हैं.
I got it. But in that case, जो third party होगा, that is to the contractor cost or you are
your cost.
Our cost. VAPT done.
Yeah, VAPT is at your cost, not my cost. इसलिए सारी कॉस्ट ऐड कर दो भाई. बिल्कुल क्लैरिफाई कर लेना, मैं आपसे 100% डिलीवरी लूंगा प्रोजेक्ट की, ये आपको अभी बता रहा हूँ. इसलिए डोंट मीन्स एनीथिंग कि बाद में ये कहो मेरी समझ में ये नहीं आया वो नहीं आया. मेरे हर प्रोजेक्ट का यही हाल है. मैं 100% डिलीवरी इंश्योर करता हूँ, चाहे मेरा एनईसी वाला भी प्रोजेक्ट कर रहा ना सीसीटीवी का या किसी भी प्रोजेक्ट का पता लगा लो, 100% डिलीवरी विल बी देयर ऑन ग्राउंड, कंप्लीट इन ऑल रिस्पेक्ट. देयरफॉर डोंट कम एंड टेल मी कि साहब ये कॉस्ट तो थी नहीं, अब मैं कहाँ से खर्चा करूँ. वो नहीं होगा. ठीक है, चाहे आपकी कॉस्ट बजट से एक्सीड कर जाए, डजंट मैटर, लेकिन 100% डिलीवरी विल बी इंश्योर्ड फॉर द प्रोजेक्ट.
सर एक चीज और मैंने BAPT से because you are sending the data to my Gurugram. Now data is on cloud. Cloud में हम साइबर सिक्योरिटी कैसे?
अरे माई गुरुग्राम की साइबर सिक्योरिटी तो मैं दूंगा ना, टेक केयर.
How the
आपको तो अपनी एप्लीकेशन सॉफ्टवेयर की बस उतना ही वल्नरेबिलिटी कर रही है.
Okay. After that
GMD के एक बार प्लेटफॉर्म पे आ गया, उसके बाद तो उसकी प्रॉब्लम है ना.
How do we track सर कि ये threat
उसके लिए है, उसके लिए EY है लगा हुआ हमारे यहाँ. हाँ, EY यही काम करता है. ईवाई को हमने दे रखा है कि सारे ट्रैक करो रोज के, कहाँ से थ्रेट आया, कहाँ से क्या आया, उसका आईपी पकड़ो, उनको एक्शन लो, ये सारा ईवाई कर रहा है ना यहाँ। तो डेटा सेंटर चलेगा एक दिन भी नहीं अगर ये काम नहीं करोगे।
DAPD आफ्टर बिफोर डिस्पैच करेंगे या आफ्टर इंस्टॉलेशन करेंगे?
आफ्टर इंस्टॉलेशन। और क्या, पहले क्या करना कि फायदा है मेरे को?
अगर प्रोडक्ट में बन
नहीं नहीं, प्रोडक्ट क्या बात है? तो प्रोडक्ट वर्ल्ड में वो तो तुम अटेंड करोगे। So shall we close the meeting? Okay.
Page number 102, sir. This pressure transmitter, it will be also be in line with flow meters and all, right?
Yeah.
So IP rating is 60.
प्रेशर ट्रांसमीटर तो नॉर्मली 66 नहीं चलेगा। प्रेशर ट्रांसमीटर तो आप अंडर उसमें पानी में कहाँ लगा रहे हैं?
सेंसिंग पार्ट तो उसमें पानी में रहता है, बट आई एम सेइंग कि जब वो फिटिंग में लगेगा देयर आर चांसेस कि पानी भी एक्युमुलेट होता है ना वहां पे, सो IP60 is located.
आई थिंक हमने अभी प्रेशर ट्रांसमीटर्स लगाए भी हैं इस पायलट प्रोजेक्ट में। वी हैव नॉट गॉन फॉर IP68, वो IP66 ही है। क्यों भाई? आप लोग चेक कर लीजिएगा, हम चेक करा लेंगे। हमारे एक बार आप लोग चाहिए पायलट भी देख सकते हैं जहाँ पे कि ये सारा इक्विपमेंट लगा भी हुआ है एट 39 लोकेशंस। फ्लो कंट्रोल वॉल, ये वो सारा कुछ, एवरीथिंग इज इंस्टॉल्ड एट दीस पायलट लोकेशंस। यू कैन हैव अ विजिट एंड हैव अ लुक एट इट, कैसे किया हुआ है सारा वर्क।
And second, sir, this page number 100, after the level transmitter, it has to be hydrostatic.
Level transmitter है। आप बताओ।
Because there are better technologies than hydrostatic ultrasonic and radars. आपने hydrostatic लिखा है।
Okay, you can put in query. बड़ा VOQ में देखना पड़ेगा, VOQ
में चाहिए होगा। लेवल मेजरिंग हाइड्रोस्टैटिक ही होगा। As per specification होगा ना, सप्लाई एंड इंस्टॉलेशन लेवल मेजरिंग, लेवल सेंसर्स चैप्टर 4.2.3 4.2.3 है।
अमेंडमेंट तो
नहीं, चलिए आप दीजिए, आप क्वेरी डालो, आप क्वेरी डालिए।
Sir, there is another question that I am not it's good for the insurance, but we put 344. I need to vet it by my legal team also. You have mentioned in the point number C, page number 5.
Yes. ये दिस इज वेरी मच वैलिड पॉइंट नंबर सी। अगर मान लीजिए आपने काम करते हुए किसी थर्ड पार्टी की कुछ प्रॉपर्टी को डैमेज कर दिया, ठीक है, तो वो आपकी जिम्मेवारी है। अब आपने अगर मान लीजिए उसकी डैमेज की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ रेस्टोरेशन एंड कॉस्ट विल हैव टू बी इनकर्ड बाय यू। थर्ड पार्टी में भी एनीबडी। आप वहां पे एक गैस की पाइपलाइन जा रही है, अब आप काम कर रहे हैं, आपने गैस की पाइपलाइन ब्रेक कर दी, तो नेचुरली जिसकी गैस की पाइपलाइन है ही विल कैच होल्ड ऑफ यू। तो GMDA कैन नॉट बी रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर दैट यू हैव टू टेक केयर ऑफ दैट इंश्योरेंस पार्ट।
So that means indirect and consequential damages.
Yes, yes. Consequential damages तो आपके ही होते हैं। हमने इतना फाइबर लेकर आया, more than 400 kilometers in गुड़गांव, और बहुत सारी चीजें डैमेज हुई उसके अंदर, तो दैट consequential damages I am not paying, that fellow is paying, जिसने लेकर आया है। ये आए दिन कुछ ना कुछ काट देते हैं, कभी किसी का केबल काट दिया, कभी किसी की पाइपलाइन में पंचर कर दिया, कभी कुछ कर दिया। Every day that it is being done, so you have to take insurance cover for that or pay it to that particular party and settle the matter.
What liabilities?
Till you are installation plus 7 years of maintenance. Entire period is के लिए आप liable हैं। इसीलिए मैं कह रहा हूँ time and again, take care of all these costs. ठीक है, बाद में फिर don't tell कि ये सब ये पता नहीं था।
Sir, machinery insurance is also mandatory?
Yes, वो आपको yes, वो है mandatory है। जब तक आप मुझे प्रोडक्ट नहीं देते हैं और प्रोडक्ट किसी भी वजह से चोरी हो जाता है या कुछ हो जाता है, डैमेज हो जाता है, तो उसका भी इंश्योरेंस लीजिए। वो तो मतलब आपको उसके लिए तो हम आपको GMDA विल नॉट वेव ऑफ कि भाई ठीक है ये डैमेज हो गया या खराब हो गया या बर्न हो गया, या कुछ भी हो गया, दैट आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू reimburse to you on that.
Sir, what about the places like YouTube? There are certain direct online that we have to put the, it is in the public domain.
कोई पब्लिक डोमेन में नहीं, सारा अंडरग्राउंड काम कर रहा है.
YouTube पे क्वेश्चन है.
हाँ
सर YouTube पे कुछ क्वेश्चंस
कहाँ है कुछ क्वेश्चंस?
ट्राई
ट्राई करो, देखो YouTube पे है कुछ क्वेश्चन.
ये क्वेश्चन था जो सिमिलर वर्ड्स का हमें डिफाइन किया, सेंट्रलाइज्ड इंटीग्रेटेड वाटर मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम.
हाँ,
कैन वी से SCADA?
वी कैन से आपने सिमिलर वर्क्स में सेंट्रलाइज इंटीग्रेटेड, हमारा जो मेन, देखिए मेन थीम है इस प्रोजेक्ट का, दिस प्रोजेक्ट इज कवर्ड अंडर स्मार्ट सिटी. ठीक, एनी स्मार्ट सिटी प्रोजेक्ट should have a connectivity with the integrated command control center, should have monitoring on a real-time basis of parameters. This is the definition of smart city. Otherwise, so your project can be done by the user department. So the moment these two things will come, and citizen, third point is citizen should be able to track these things. These are the three items which get added up because of the smart city. So therefore, the word is coined as सेंट्रलाइज्ड इंटीग्रेटेड वाटर मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम. ये तीन आइटम्स आप समझे नहीं बात को? ये तीन आइटम हमने इसके अंदर हमने इसलिए उसका मांगा है कि सेंट्रलाइज्ड इंटीग्रेटेड वाटर मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम में जो ऐसे सिस्टम्स हैं जो कि इंटीग्रेटेड हो ICCC, जो कि रियल टाइम मॉनिटरिंग आप कर सकें और जिसकी इंफॉर्मेशन सिटीजन को अवेलेबल हो थ्रू ऐप और एनी अदर मींस, वो सिस्टम्स हम मानेंगे इसके अंदर. उसके
जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल सर, मैं कोई जैसे गुड़गांव में SCADA है और कुछ पूरा हरियाणा गवर्नमेंट ने कुछ SCADA इंटीग्रेटेड कमांड कंट्रोल सेंटर बनाया हुआ है, बट वो इंटीग्रेटेड कमांड कंट्रोल सेंटर नहीं, उन्होंने कोई SCADA सेंटर लेवल पे डेवलप किया हुआ है और गुड़गांव में कोई SCADA चल रहा है, तो अगर वो डेटा इंटीग्रेट हो रहा है हरियाणा गवर्नमेंट ने,
सिटीजन तक पहुंच रहा है,
सिटीजन तक तो नहीं.
फिर उसकी स्मार्टनेस क्या रह गई? स्मार्ट सिटी की डेफिनेशन में वो आता ही नहीं है. यही तो प्रॉब्लम है ना. स्मार्ट सिटी की डेफिनेशन को समझो कि क्या है, व्हाट इज द स्मार्ट सिटी. दिस इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ दिस व्हिच इज नॉट देयर विद मेनी पीपल आर नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग व्हाट इज स्मार्ट सिटी.
बट ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट्स तो बहुत लिमिटेड हैं सर.
कोई बात नहीं, तो दो तो सही उन प्रोजेक्ट्स का डिटेल तो दो.
क्वालिफाई कैसे कर, मतलब इससे 40 CR का मतलब 25 CR अगर मैं कैपेक्स करके 35 CR के आसपास प्रोजेक्ट आता है, दैट केस तो अगर उसका पीक्यू निकालो ओपेक्स का कैपेक्स का 70% का हमको एक प्रोजेक्ट चाहिए है, दैट इज 80% ऑफ टोटल कॉस्ट. 20 CR का अराउंड 17 और 20 CR का PLC लगा हो, जिसमें SCADA लगा हो, इंस्ट्रूमेंट लगे हो और सेंट्रलाइज हो रहा हो, दैट इज वेरी फ्यू जॉब्स.
यस,
I have not seen in 10 years of my experience कि मैंने ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट देखे.
अभी स्मार्ट सिटी मिशन में तो कितने ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट्स हो रहे हैं.
कमीशन नहीं हुआ
सर, अभी तक कोई कमीशन नहीं.
इसीलिए तो वो उसकी 50% कर दिया. उसकी जो PQ है, देखो आप 50% है कि नहीं है. PQ6 पढ़ो, PQ6 को पढ़ो.
सर इसमें तो जो आपने 40 50 और 40 का भी है.
हां, PQ6 नहीं, PQ7 आई थिंक. PQ7 है, PQ8 सॉरी, PQ8 पढ़ो. पेज नंबर 14. आप मतलब स्मार्ट सिटी मिशन के अंदर कुछ प्रोजेक्ट्स तो ऑलरेडी हुए हैं ना इस टाइप के. क्यों भाई, हुए कि नहीं हुए बताओ? हुए. जहाँ आपने मैंने जो 3 कंडीशंस बताई स्मार्ट सिटी की, वो तीनों हुई है कि नहीं उसके अंदर? हुई है. तो लो मार्केट में तो है प्रोजेक्ट्स. और यही प्रोजेक्ट्स जो हैं, अब आगे आने वाला समय में यही प्रोजेक्ट्स होने हैं, इसी तरीके से प्रोजेक्ट्स होने हैं. अभी तक तो फिजिकल तरीके से प्रोजेक्ट करना होता तो स्मार्ट सिटी में डालने की जरूरत नहीं थी. यूजर डिपार्टमेंट कहता हाँ भाई ये तीनों वॉल्व लगाओ, लेवल मेजर वाला ये और वो, और अपना शुरू हो जाओ भाई. ठीक है, इट इज ओके, फाइन.
सर इधर आप 50% का बोल रहे हैं बट जो ऊपर डिफाइंड है वो 40, 50 और 80।
तो ठीक है, आप इससे चलो ना, यू गो विद दिस, यू गो विद दिस टेबल, या आप इसके PQ से चलिए।
So CIWMS को रेफर करना है विद दिस PQ।
यस,
नहीं इधर तो फिर स्केडा आपने डिफाइन किया, उधर तो सेंट्रलाइज्ड
ओहो ठीक है ना, इसका डिफाइन किया है इसीलिए कि थोड़ा सा इजी हो जाए आपके लिए भी बिड करना। नहीं तो आप CIWMS यहाँ लिख देता तो आप एक भी नहीं बिड कर पाते।
ये तो कोई ऐसा नहीं है सर,
समझे नहीं? ये थोड़ा आप लोग, लेकिन मैं अल्टीमेटली आपको समझा रहा हूँ कि ये चीज, दिस इज हाउ द प्रोजेक्ट इज कमिंग एनविसेज्ड, इस तरीके से उसको सोचा गया है इस प्रोजेक्ट को।
इसमें जॉइंट वेंचर अलाउ नहीं है।
जॉइंट वेंचर 100 करोड़ का है, 100 करोड़ जॉइंट वेंचर, कंसोर्टियम इज ईजियर। जॉइंट वेंचर के अपने ओन इश्यूज हैं।
जॉइंट वेंचर भी अलाउ कर
नहीं कंसोर्टियम करिए, क्या दिक्कत है? So anyway, we will conclude this meeting. It was very useful. A lot of discussion took place, and we expect you to please study this entire document in detail and submit us in that format which we have distributed, and we'll put it also on the website by Thursday 5 o'clock. Okay, to enable us to take the things in a forward direction. Okay. Thank you everyone for coming. Right. चलिए